Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you're doing well. The last, I don't know, 6 months or so, I've been searching for ways in how we can resolve the problems we're having on Earth right now and have been having for a very long time. The conflict between those in power and those who are powerless. And it seems that this conflict is becoming greater every day. It's becoming more and more polarized. So, how do we break out of this lockdown, in a sense, this gridlock? And this evening, suddenly it dawned on me that I have met a man many years ago who had a solution to these questions that I have. His name is Marshall Rosenberg, and he is the inventor of the nonviolent communication. And Marshall Rosenberg is a rebel. He is a psychiatrist, but he threw everything away after his study because he realized it wasn't working. And the reason it wasn't working is because he came to the conclusion that if a therapist tries to diagnose and treat a person, it will never work because there is inequality. There's not a real meeting. And Rosenberg came to the conclusion that the only thing that works when it comes to healing from trauma is empathy. The only thing that works is if the perpetrator and the one who has been violated are both heard, feel that the other has empathy for them. And the way that Rosenberg does this is he tries to bring perpetrators and victims together in one room. And first he asks the victim to just empty out, tell the guy or the woman who raped or whatever did to them, how they feel, their rage, their anger, their sadness, their grief, their loss. And the only thing that the perpetrator is allowed to do is to listen, to be there. And if that's difficult, and it is difficult, then just to repeat the words that the other says. I hear you saying that you're still angry. I hear you saying that you still can't sleep at night. And Rosenberg says, inevitably, there comes a point where the victim wants to know, how could you do this to me? They all want to know. And then the perpetrator gets his or her turn because there's a genuine question. There's somebody who has empathy, wants to know what has gotten into you, what were you thinking, what were you feeling? And so then it's his or her turn to tell the story. I was so frustrated, I was so angry, I had such a terrible youth, I never felt seen, and I lost it, whatever. And this person is only allowed to listen, to really be there for the other. I hear you saying that. That is empathy. And Rosenberg says that after such a session, he says, I have never seen that the victim still wants revenge. It doesn't happen because victim and perpetrator have met each other, have listened to their genuine feelings and their genuine needs. The need to be heard, the need to be seen, the need to be understood for who they are. Empathy. So maybe that is the key that we need right now. So this is Tijn from Amsterdam, hoping that you have a very empathetic day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.